Hello, hello, Vasorian riders and spiritual socialites. It's your girl, Lady Vasori here. Today, I am making some rose oil. These are these were stemmed roses that I cut all the stems off. And today, I am going to be making some rose oil from those roses that I had for a love ritual. Okay, so we're doing that today. And I'm also using my rose quartz crystal to activate the love in this oil. Rose oil is great, great, great. It's great to petition Oshun. It's great for Venus energy, for the ruler of Taurus. Rose oil is great to use. Anything to do with roses, okay? You can use rose hips. You can use rose oil. Right here I have rose water. Anything rose, okay? So let's just start with removing the bottom piece of the rose, and that's that green part here. Remove that. And that is what you're going to get. You're going to toss that. And guys, you're going to start separating. It'll start separating very easy after you remove that bottom pit. Now these rose petals, they're still kind of moist. So some I'm going to use in this rose oil, and it's going to pull all of that color out into the oil. And then the rest of my petals I'm going to put outside and let them dry outside in the sun. And then I'm going to use those for another oil or in just work in general. I usually put my dried rose petals in like a mason jar to after they have dried, to do like candle work or any type of ritual that I'm doing. And I usually use a large jar like this. I found this at like Hobby Lobby, so I use this one for my rose petals. And I'm going, after they dry though, you place those in a mason jar or any type of jar with a lid, and that's how you store them, and then use them in workings, or use them in, most of the time I use them in candle work or a love ritual that I'm doing for a client, or maybe self-love for myself. So that's what I do. Now, when I make my rose oil, I'm going to use this type of jar for this one. And then this, if you purchase my rose oil, of course, it'll come in like a drum like this. But I will use this to pour from it. So this is going to be actually my mother jar for my rose oil for today. And as I sell it, I refreshen it with more carrier oil. And it's going to be natural. Oh, look at those, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to be natural rose oil from fresh rose petals. That's how you do it. And y'all will be able to purchase my exclusive rose oil, as well as I use my rose oil too, well, this particular oil, to make my Aphrodite exclusive oil. And in this particular one, Aphrodite, I use rose oil, some jasmine, love blend. And if you know about Aphrodite, Aphrodite is a very powerful goddess of love. You can honor Aphrodite with this custom blended oil that I make exclusively. Now, the goddess Aphrodite is connected with love and beauty. She also rules the energy of Venus. Whether you are working with your heart chakra, or drawing in a romantic love, or a stronger relationship with people, or working on even self-love, or indulging in your inner god or goddess, this oil will do the trick. All right. Also, with my rose oil, I make a Venus oil out of that. And this particular one has rose oil in it, as well as other power herbs. And this is just a simple conjure oil. Sorry, guys. A simple conjure oil for the feminine energy to attract men. Now, Venus oil puts your partner or your target under your spell. And this oil can be used in like a variety of delicious ways to bring that fire into your bedroom. Seduce yourself. You can seduce your partner. But this oil right here is the intent behind all of that, using my rose oil that I make just like this. Okay. So those oils exclusively are available on my site, visionsbyvictoria.com. If you go to the website, you can find all of them by searching it, because I have a lot of items. Or you can just click on Lady V's exclusive conjure oils and it'll take you to all of my oils. Okay. Now let's talk about rose. Of course, we know that rose is a type of flower, right? And it can come in all types of magical forms, such as flowers. You can use the oils. You can even use the thorns in magic. Okay, so those are some ways you can use it in its magical form. The scent is generally worn as a perfume to seduce. So most of the time, that is what the scent of rose is used for. Often the dried flowers are added to success formulas. Also, again, love, seduction, anything of that type of intention, you can use rose. And this flower is always a good choice to adorn on a love altar as well. If you have a love altar, you're trying to pull in love, use rose petals or rose oil. It's giving me a great yield here, y'all. It's a lot of flowers. Love it. You can also keep the flowers fresh and change them every Friday. And Friday, guys, you know, if you follow me, is the day of to pull in love, to do sex workings, beauty rituals, glamour rituals, prosperity work, anything to do with your business, anything to do with admiration, creativity on Fridays. And if you get a bouquet of roses, put them out every Friday. And watch you pull in the love, because you're using that day to magnify the energy of your ritual. Also, you can use white flowers for cleansing and to heal problems in love. Use white flower petals or rose petals. You can use yellow roses for friendship. Though when you use yellow roses in friendship, it can also denote jealousy of not given by a true friend, though. So you always, if that friend, you're doing the yellow roses to set the intention for a friendship with a certain person. If they're not your true friend, it can turn into jealousy. All right. Now, the Yoruban goddess Oshun loves roses. Loves roses. You can float 5 or any multiple of 5 fresh yellow roses in a river. In a river, okay? And then you can ask Oshun to fulfill a wish concerning fame, concerning wealth, concerning admiration and love. Promise to give her more after she fulfills your request, though. You can also use red roses, and red roses symbolize passion and true love. You can drink a tea of dried red rosebuds to increase your passion. And you can prepare a bath with red rose petals and a cup of rose water. And I showed you guys my rose water right here. So that you can prepare a bath with red rose petals and a cup of rose water, or you can do 3 drops of my rose oil or any type of rose oil to infuse your aura with sexuality. Okay. Y'all see this? I got one more here. So rose petals is used for all kinds of intentions, as well as protection too. You can use rose oil in protection work as well. I have another one here. Also, if you take a rose quartz, let's talk about this right quick. A rose quartz magnifies love. It's the ruler under the ruler Venus, right? Of course, it comes in mineral form or stones, what we call crystals. You can carry this gemstone near your heart to fulfill your desires of love. Anoint it with rose oil. Put it in your pocket. Rub the rose oil on your skin, because this is going to be a wearable oil. You can wear this oil. And place it on your person to draw in love. Okay? And this one here, this rose quartz, was already energized under the moon on my altar. So it was ready to go, y'all. I think this is the last one. I wish you guys could smell. Of course, you know what roses smells like, but fresh rose petals, you can't even explain it. It's so thick. All right. And we're all done. Try to make sure I got them all. Be very gentle with your rose petals. This is what I came up with these rose petals. This is a lot of rose petals, right? Now let's create the oils as well. Now, other deities you can honor with rose petals is Hathor, Cupid, Demeter, Isis, Adonis, Harpocrates, and Aurora. Also, some magical powers that you can intent on using roses is love, of course, passion, seduction, psychic powers, healing, love, divination, luck, as well as protection. Okay? That's some other intents too. All right. So I was reading other works. Now let's get started on making this rose oil. This is my mother vessel that I'm going to use, and I'm going to place a couple of the petals in the jar, like so. For therapeutic properties, rose petals are like an antidepressant. It's antiseptic, it's anti-inflammatory. You can use it as an astringent, antibacterial, antiviral. It increases menstruation, calms your nervous tension as well. It can be used to rejuvenate your cells. Also, it is a very powerful antiseptic. Rose essential oils, soothes and heals your skin conditions, including cuts and burns as well. If you have a female disorder, it's great for that. So I packed this jar. It's great for someone who has a moodiness. It is great for doing the trick of, if you sniff it, it is suggested to reverse impotency. Okay, men. But yeah, so this is filled. And what I do next is I'm going to take my carrier oil, and I am going to fill my jar. With the carrier oil. And this here master jar is, if you order the rose oil, this is the jar that I will be pouring from. Okay. Look how beautiful that is. And then I'm going to seal this jar. And it's going to sit in my my oil room for a couple of days in the dark. Okay. And look at that. And I also, if you want to purchase one this size, I will be selling this as well. I can make you one as well. And it will come in a jar just like this, full of rose petals and my carrier oils. And then I'm going to also set it off with amethyst chips. All right. So if you purchase a jar like this size, I got to go back and tell you guys what size this is, but I'll find out. If you purchase this size from me, I will also infuse it with amethyst chips and send it out to you, okay? If you purchase this jar, all right, and this is my regular size jar, 1 ounce jar, it will come out of this mother jar into here, and I'm going to add extra petals, but it won't come with amethyst. Only this jar comes with the amethyst crystals, okay? But look at that beauty. Yeah, I'm about to put these on there, all right? So those are done, guys. I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to continue to do some more work. The rest of these petals, I'm going to place in my mason jar and store them after they have dried from outside. I'm going to take this outside and just leave it on my balcony table and let them dry. And I'm going to go out there. And while they're drying, guys, make sure you go out there and turn them over. Turn them over so the others can bake and crisp up. All right. And thank you for watching, guys. If you want to purchase any of these oils or my exclusive oils, go to my site, linked in the bio, visionsbyvasori.com, under exclusive oils, and you can find what you need, what you would need. I'm sorry, guys. Honey, these flower petals, the aroma is just got me like high. I'm just saying. But again, guys, if you want to purchase anything, go to my site, visionsbyvasori.com. Thank you for subscribing. Please support, like, and share. And I'll be back with another video. Bye.